Hello, and welcome back to Pass the Pop Culture. I'm Mrphen alongside Ricky.
Hello, hello.
On this beautiful episode, we're going to be talking about two new shows that recently came out, one on Hulu and the other on Disney Plus. The first one is Hit Monkey. Actually, they're both Marvel,
They're
actually.
both Marvel. Yeah, so they're both Marvel properties or whatever.
I just realized that.
Yeah, you did. Oh my goodness.
Hit Monkey and Hawkeye. Sorry.
And you read a podcast? Come on, man. Lost all credibility out the window.
What do you want to start with?
Okay, so I think for me personally, I just want to do like a general kind of summary on Hawkeye or more of a first impressions, I should say, because of course there's only about 2 episodes out, as of making this. So when this goes live, I believe it'll probably be the 3rd episode will be out. If we're going on Wednesday, then I think it comes out Wednesday. So this is kind of just like a general first impressions. Of course, this is all spoilers. We put it in the title, but just in case, we want to just mention that one more time. It is a spoilers talk. So if you haven't seen it, I would say go check both of them out. That's the first thing I would say. I think they're both pretty good. So with that being said, in terms of Hawkeye, I want to give, like, where do you land on the scale for it, like 1 through 10, I guess. Then
okay, so originally I was like, I don't really want to see it.
Get the controversy out of the way.
It didn't have, it didn't draw me in.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, you were telling me that, yeah.
Yeah, because I even said, it's like, oh wait, you like it, so I guess I have to watch it. But after watching the first one, it was okay. It was surprising. I don't know how to make it. It didn't feel like a Marvel movie or TV show, because like from that compared to Loki, it's like 100% different, which I do enjoy that.
Yeah, it's a very grounded look. At Marvel characters, Marvel characters, and which I kind of prefer, because it's like we had WandaVision, which was pretty. I mean, it's magic, so it's kind of hard to keep things grounded there. Loki and all that stuff, and then now we have Hawkeye, which is probably the most grounded character, next to like Black Widow. So it was interesting to come in and like try to watch this, not expecting like all the stuff we're used to in a Marvel movie and show, right? And so I kind of knew going in, like, I know I kind of cut you off like that. You probably were going to be a little more skeptical than I was. I've always liked Hawkeye. I always thought he's kind of cool.
That's true.
So like, as a kid, I was like, oh, he's pretty cool. So I was a little bit more open to it, I feel like, than you were.
But you like it, though. But you like it, though. I like it,
no. I like it. I enjoy it. It's like, it's good. Like, because I don't know what you give it. I give it like a 7.5, which is pretty solid, I feel like.
I'll be honest. I might have to agree with you. I almost lost it when they had the whole musical part on the first episode.
Oh, dude, I was dying. I was laughing so hard.
That was really painful. I'm sorry. After that, I was like, I can't.
It's supposed to be cringe.
I know, but that was too much. I know.
It was just like,
he's like, wait, Ant-Man's not supposed to be there. I was like, all right, but it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, of course, it's a Marvel movie, so they're gonna have their Marvel style of comedy, and so I feel like personally the comedy in this was just a little bit better, or it's more.
It wasn't forced.
It was a little bit subtle. It seems like they've kind of taken a lot more of a subtle approach to some of the jokes sometimes now, versus like it's just like pow, haha, funny, when you're expecting a laugh track. I guess like they've stepped away more from like that Guardians of the Galaxy style comedy, and then tone it back down again. So that's kind of nice, but it's kind of hard to. I mean, well, you have Clint, Hawkeye, where he's kind of going through a lot of traumatic, experiences and remembering things and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to be like haha funny, but it seems like they took a little bit of a step back and made it a little bit more serious just for the time being, but it's still funny enough where I actually felt like I was enjoying it without like rolling my eyes too much, because it's like but like that scene right there is I hope it was meant to be like we're supposed to cringe, I hope hopefully that like because that.
What if it's foreshadowing an actual like live Broadway?
Oh my gosh! Oh, don't even mention it. I just
Sorry.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. But yeah, yeah. So then you would say like about a 7.5 for that for Hawkeye. Then so far for the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, second one was better than the first one.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Like second one was a lot better. I think first episode really had to set itself up, and it didn't come out as strong as I wanted it to. But I think it came out enough where I was like, okay, let's see the second episode. And the second episode made me go, oh, I kind of want to see the third now. I think at the end of it, where it was like, because you had, what was it? Oh man, I'm blanking out on the name. I mean, Haley Steinfeld's character. She's supposed to be the female.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Angel, you finished your match?
Are you talking about Kate Bishop, or are you talking about?
Yes, Kate Bishop. The actress's name is Haley Steinfeld.
You forgot the main character. Okay.
Like, I remember the actress's name, but not the character. I thought you were thinking
of the mom or something.
No. But like, there we go. Yeah, Kate Bishop. So I was like, man, I don't know why I blank out like that sometimes on the names. But yeah, no, I thought she was a good pick though. Yeah. For the characters, I was a little like, well, I've never heard of her, which but apparently she has like a little music career and like she's like been in other movies and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I personally like didn't really know any of your stuff before. I wouldn't, she's not a nobody. I'm always a fan of like getting nobodies and then putting them as heroes. Mm-hmm. But she wasn't like some crazy popular actress. Yeah, she's lesser known. I don't mean that to be like offensive. Yeah. It's just like it's just sometimes when you get like super popular like musicians or actors to play superheroes, sometimes it's like, oh, it's that person playing as that superhero rather than they're becoming that hero. So I always appreciate it when they do stuff like that. But I thought she was a good pick. I know some people were complaining about the younger version of herself, like in the first episode. What are your thoughts on that part, though?
I didn't like that part. I don't know. I'm starting to not really like when they just happen to be there, and then they go back to like, past 2012 when the Avengers were fighting, and she just happened to be there, and then happened to see Hawkeye. Like, I'm starting to not really enjoy that. And then she's just like, I have to be like Hawkeye, and then it's like, what?
They shoehorn it in, and then it's like, yeah.
It's just like, okay.
But that's the problem with setting up these new characters, right? And that's a problem we've continually harped on, is like shoehorning all these characters into the same continuum is really difficult. And it's like, because then it starts to feel forced, or there's like problems with the continuity. And then so it's I'm kind of hoping like, okay, like they don't go too much into the past. It seems like that was just it, just to be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, she showed up, or I'm sorry, Hawkeye showed up and she was there and saw it, and now she wants to be like Hawkeye. Like, I hope that's kind of it, because then it always just messes up continuity somehow. There's always some sort of plot hole, and it's just like
Actually, I find it interesting that they're, I guess, calling it Hawkeye when it's a heavy focus on Kate Bishop. So it's like, even like the intro was nothing but Kate Bishop. And so it's like, I wonder if they're gonna, like, how they kind of changed the title with the Winter Soldier or whatever it's called, the Falcon one, like how they changed at the very end. Are they gonna do the same thing? Because it seems like it's more about Kate Bishop than Hawkeye, at least.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like, you had Hawkeye's Ronin persona or alter ego kind of thing, like going on this too. Like, they seem like to be kind of going and exploring that. So I don't know. I mean, I think you're right, though. I think it'll be like they're going to have some sort of title change, or, something's going to happen like, midway through to kind of be like, oh, no, it's not just Hawkeye. It'll be like Hawkeye and then, or like maybe they'll do like a Ronin episode or something. That's what I'm predicting is going to happen. But in terms of villain, though, it seems like...
Who is it?
It seems like they're setting up to be the stepfather, pretty much to be the villain, because they're like, oh, he's hiding something. And so what are your thoughts on that so far, though?
Well, Mercedes said it best. Like, Mercedes was pretty darn triggered. And she's like, let me guess, the dad's the villain? I'm like, what? And it's like, oh, yeah. He just happened to be the villain.
pretty
it's
cliche
like,
to do that. And I was like,
yeah. She falls in love with this guy, and she's like, wait, what?
the mom always falls in love with the
he's
villain.
dirty, and
It pays to be a villain, I guess, at this point. I don't know. Man.
I like him though as an actor. I really like him because he's on Better Call Saul, and like he's really good at that. Yeah,
because I haven't seen that show, but he looked familiar, and I was like, man, where did I see him from? Because my dad has like watched that a lot. So
yeah, but I don't know.
In terms of villain, that looks like how they're kind of setting it up. They have like that gang right now that they're kind of messing with in New York. Do you think we're gonna get any cameos though? Do you think anyone's gonna pop in?
I don't know.
Because remember at the end of Black Widow, they were kind of setting up like, oh, maybe they're gonna go after Hawkeye and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're gonna deal with that here in this series, or if they're planning on doing that in another movie. Or...
I'd be surprised actually if they did it. Not really, maybe not. Because I mean, they haven't. It's barely been 2 episodes, so they haven't really said anything related to that, right? They're just they're just Russians.
They haven't really, but they kind of mentioned like, oh yeah, the street gangs and stuff like that. I would love to see like a Daredevil because they're in New York. I was just thinking that, like their crew, Kitchen. Like I would love to see something like related to like the Hand or something like that. Or and so I think it'd be kind of cool. Like they go to Chinatown or just something. It's like something that we can get to know that like But we have Spider-Man. But we're gonna talk about that later. So
of course we can't go an episode without talking about Spider-Man.
I'm excited for Spider-Man. Oh yeah. But yeah, no. In terms of like setup though, for these first 2 episodes mainly seemed like setup to me. The first one especially, I felt like we kind of had to get dragged through it. But second one seems like okay, we're kind of seeing like the character development. Things are starting to go on. The whole kind of overarching thing is like Christmas. So. And like coming home in time for Christmas and stuff like that you kind of see like they're harping on that. So because how they're whole like, oh, Clint, make sure you come in time for Christmas for the kids, and like, so I'm
like, going to come home.
I'm getting the feeling like, is he going to come home? Like, I don't know if they'll kill him off, and like, I'm not calling it like they're going to kill him off, but I don't know. I think we're going to see some big changes though.
You think so?
I think so.
I think they're going to kill him off, and then Kate Bishop's going to be the new Hawkeye. And they're going to keep the title as Hawkeye.
I'm calling it now.
I'm calling it here.
Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. You heard it. Calling it here. They're going to kill Clint. So
see, that's how it's going to end, okay? Black Widow's sister, whatever her name is, going to say, hey, what's up, Hawkeye? Boom, dead. And then there you go. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Deadpool's going to come jumping in. So, what's going on? No,
Venom's like, hey, guys, what's up?
Yeah, everyone just like, what's all the cameos? No. But it's looking to shaping up a pretty good series so far. I'm going to continue to watch. Maybe we'll probably, on our Instagram, at Past the Pop Culture, we're probably going to continue talking about it. Maybe do a end of season review, or maybe kind of go episode by episode and kind of give some thoughts here and there. I've been wanting to do more stuff like that, but let's see. We'll see. We have more time for that. So, because I miss doing stuff like that where we do like first episode reviews. But yeah, I don't know, because there really doesn't seem to be any crazy like fan theories or anything like that from what I've seen. Yeah,
I haven't heard anything, seen anything. So it's very like it's not. I don't want to say it's big, but it's very subtle, and I'm okay with that, to be honest.
And I think that's funny because they mentioned that like, oh, Hawkeye, very low key, very subtle, and there's like no crazy fan theories. Like we have Spider-Man on one hand, and then we were like expecting like WandaVision to have like Doctor Strange, or they're gonna do all this stuff, and the X-Men were gonna get introduced, and people had all these crazy. And then it was like, it's Hawkeye. Like, okay, like just the craziest thing is like we get one cameo if we're lucky. Like that's what everyone's expecting, which I think it's funny. I have not seen the leak. But we try to usually.
No, we're not gonna watch the Spider-Man leak. Someone in the chat just mentioned the Spider-Man leak for the podcast list.
Yeah, I have seen a little of the leaks, but I'm not. We're not going to talk about it.
No,
it's. I have seen a little bit of them, but not all of them.
Why would you spoil that? Like,
all right.
Anyways, I'm about to ban him.
Chris gets the ban hammer now.
Even though I know him in real life, ban.
Gonna block him in real life. There you go. But yeah, I think that's kind of like our overall. I don't know if you have any other thoughts on Hawkeye though.
No, I mean it's 2 episodes. I'm actually gonna watch it. It got me. At first, of course, I was like, I was like, all right. After the second episode, I was like, I can watch this. Am I gonna like thoroughly enjoy it? Like maybe not, but it's a good television. Better than Hitmonkey, in my opinion.
Really?
But,
okay. So I hope Angel's in chat.
Let's start that segue with a hot take.
Yeah. Because these are both Marvel properties, and I feel like I really liked Hitmonkey. I did. It was weird. It was.
You
like,
only liked it because it was a monkey.
Monkey is monkey. Monkey is monkey. Okay, but no, I think it was genuinely a good series, and I think overall, I think Marvel should start doing more stuff like this. Like genuinely, it doesn't have to be like the craziest like stuff, because they have was it like MODOK or something like that? They had that.
That one's weird. That one's really weird.
I've seen that. It's kind of like what's it called? Robot Chicken? I think that yeah. And so it's kind of like reminiscence of that, and I wasn't too interested. Personally, in MODOK, it was okay. I thought like I didn't finish watching it, but Hitmonkey was my thing. So I know you just don't respect the monkey. That's all it is. You don't respect monkey.
I just think it's because you and the cousins are so infatuated with Monkey, and it's like when we're watching this, we're just watching this show, and just like, no monkey. Especially because they literally just call him Monkey, and it's like,
I was kind of expecting him to get a name or something like that, but I guess it's based off like a graphic novel that Marvel pushed out, and that's really cool, and I think it's pretty unique compared to some of the stuff like we see. Mainstream stuff we're seeing from Marvel. It's very like Deadpool-esque. It's in that line of like kind of like gore and absurd plot lines. But okay, I want to get your thoughts, because I think you're more push on this one rather. Like, but what is your rating on it before we start going back to
I don't want to rate it
because
I don't. I finished the last episode last night, but I found the main character, the ghost, I found him kind of annoying.
Oh, Bryce?
He just like kept talking and talking and talking and talking, and it's just like, ugh. I mean, I get it. I get it. It's his character, and he's a ghost talking to a monkey. But it's like, why can't they like have the monkey actually talk or something? Because he understands the monkey. I kind of wanted to hear the monkey's opinion, instead of him just making chimp noises.
But it's a certain kind of like dynamic that it's like when the person like kind of like understands what he's saying, and they just kind of go, "Oh no, yeah, monkey, I know what you're talking about," and yeah, like I can understand like it can be kind of frustrating. I think they handled it fairly well, but there was a few things where it was like you felt like you kind of got like a little lost in translation, but not sure if that was fully intentional.
It's a monkey for crying out loud.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. So what's your rating though? Because I give this like an 8 and a half.
An 8?
I give it an 8.5 for Monkey.
Oh,
for Monkey.
Just for Monkey. Come on,
Monkey.
I don't know about that. Okay. I give it like a 6.5. I didn't
really
enjoy it. I couldn't. I didn't. I took a lot of breaks.
When I can binge, then that's like it's good. Like that's when I like it. That's when I enjoy it. But it's like I feel like also too like you can't really compare Hawkeye and Hitmonkey too much. Like they're similar but a little different. But yeah, like I don't know. It hasn't been confirmed though for second season, from what I understand. That's what it seems like to be kind of the main gist. But they've set it up though. They've set it up for a second season. I'm usually a one season kind of guy. I think when something's really solid, if it's a good solid one season, but it's only like 10 episodes, so I wouldn't mind a second season. But I don't know what else you can really do with it, because they kind of set it up because like you have like the main, I guess should be like the love interest, like the daughter.
That's weird, but yeah.
That did kind of like, well, I don't know about that one, but yeah, like she's kind of being set up to being like Lady Bullseye and stuff like that. So it seems like she's going to become like the next villain if they choose to do another season. I know that some people are saying that, oh, well, it hasn't been confirmed. Some people are saying, well, it's going to be more likely that's going to get greenlit. But yeah, it's weird, man, and I enjoy it though.
Did you like the animation?
Okay, animation style is very important. And
I couldn't.
what's that show? Archer?
It's like Archer. And this is okay. See, this is why I like Archer, right? And so I was like,
really?
okay,
I haven't seen it. Yeah,
I'll watch this Hit Monkey because it's literally like the same thing.
Yeah, but that's
kind
it
of
reminded me of that, and
but
because
I
it
just
even got recommended to me.
Yeah, but like maybe it was my computer, my phone, or something. But it seemed like it was always in like 10 FPS.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of like
no, because there's some parts where it's like, man, that looks really clean, and then like when it's fighting or something, it's fine. But like there's just some scenes where it's just like I'm trying to watch it, and my eyes are like, oh my gosh, it's like in 5 FPS, and it. I didn't like it. I just
it's 10 now 5.
It's like,
what is it?
Well, because that's how maybe it was my computer again, but like it just felt like it was like stuttering. I guess I don't know it.
Yeah,
it didn't hit the mark for me.
There wasn't like it wasn't a solid like animation. I'm willing to bet it probably didn't get the budget that it really wanted to, because you can tell like for certain fight scenes and animation sequences, it was pretty solid and really fluid. Yeah. But it also kind of felt weird when it was solid and fluid like that. Exactly, I will admit, like, because there was some changes and like shifts, like you can tell. But I thought, like, I kind of can forgive that. I can watch something that has kind of like poor animation, as long as it's not like out of laziness, I guess. Like, you're trying to work with as best as you can, and then so Marvel. It's like, but you see, I don't think this is part of like Marvel's main stuff, though. I think they kind of just greenlit it to greenlit it. Like, I don't really know the backstory. I'm kind of interested, though. I'll probably look it up.
Well, it's interesting that it's not on Disney Plus, so maybe it is just like, go ahead, do whatever you want.
Because I think like Disney owns part of Hulu.
True.
If I'm correct, I'm not sure if anyone can confirm that in chat, but from what I understand, I think they have like a.
I think they own like, that in ESPN, right?
They're grubby little mitts in Hulu. So, yep, they do own it. Okay, so, you know what? The funny thing is, it's like, oh, does Disney own it, or does Disney own part of it? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Does Disney own me?
Yeah. It's pretty much the default's yes. Like, you're more likely to find something that has some Disney property rights tied to it, but that's another conversation. But I'm very surprised, I don't know about you, that they kind of did this, because I'm not sure if you remember, like, they had like, what was it called, like Marvel Knights or something like that, like way back. They did some animations where it was like Wolverine versus Hulk. They had like some X-Men stuff, like, I can't remember it, and I oh man, but I think it was called Marvel Knights. Let me look it up real quick. But they had some more like mature animation with that, and it kind of felt like it was reminiscent of that. And so I'm not sure if they plan on kind of bringing that back. I'm not sure if you remember that.
I don't think I do.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll probably have to look it up later then. But the main thing is, like, I kind of like, because since back in the day they kind of had these like more adult animation stuff, and so now, like, okay, are they gonna bring it back? And I hope they bring stuff back, because this is like the weirder side of Marvel, because Marvel has a lot of stuff that they can just throw out and just throw the Marvel name on top of, and for the most part they'll catch fire. So I don't know, what do you think? Should Marvel kind of head into this direction of greenlighting like more weirder, more obscure stuff? Because this is a graphic novel, and I don't know if it has like any ties to the main universe.
I think they should. Because, I mean, like, main series now, we got Shang-Chi, it's like that's totally out there. And then the Eternals, well, they're out there. And then, like, this one's out there. And it hits the mark. Is it always going to be good? Probably not. But I applaud them for trying, like, this different aspect of, comics or whatever. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain if there's more Marvel. But I don't know. At the same time, it's like, if it's good, but if it's bad, Hey Monkey wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was all right. I could have probably took longer to watch it, which would have been fine, but I didn't. But I did like how it was part of the Marvel world. Like, they did a lot of name drops too. Yeah,
they had like kind of. Yeah, they had mentions and like cameos of sorts, but there wasn't really like because it was kind of like, of course, I think it was smart of them to set it in Japan, just because it's like, it's separate from most. It's like because they had it in New York. I think most people would be like, well, actually, they're setting up to go to New York.
Yeah,
so I think that's when they're gonna have the main cameos. I think this first season was just an experiment to see how well it does. I really hope that it does well.
I think it should have been in Japanese.
Just full on, just Japanese, just no.
And the only one that's talking in English is
the
Bryce.
monkey?
No, it's Bryce. That would have been so much better.
You think
Actually,
so?
I want that instead. Yeah. Well, because it's in Japan. Yeah. Everybody's presumably, Japanese. So it's like, why is everyone speaking English? I don't know. But that's probably a little too nitpicky. Or like how the monkey had like
monkey, that's
I don't like monkey. But like when the monkey had dialogue with the animals and stuff, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like that could have been more. Like when he was talking to the cat.
Oh yeah, where he's like, I hate you.
He's like, I hate you.
Get out of here.
There's a rifle in my litter box. I was like, I like that.
Oh yeah, an Uzi in my litter box or something.
Yells at the owl. He's like, a circle of life, you a-hole.
Yeah.
I was like, I like that.
Yeah, I think also too, it was surprisingly how do I word it? Like there was a pretty good character progression, I felt like, with the series and stuff like that. And I think we saw that like where, of course Bryce is a jerk, but you seem like you didn't really like Bryce's character progression, right?
He was annoying.
Like you thought he was just annoying throughout the whole thing? Because at the end, it's like, okay, he's kind of more endearing, right? Because it's like,
fine. Last 2 episodes, I was like, all right. He's starting to
I love the character progression where he's like, I'm sorry, no, okay, yes.
Yeah,
I can't,
like freaking out, yeah.
And then I love the ending where he makes the deal with the devil, because I think if they are setting up stuff, I think we can have a really interesting, like
we're going to hell, boys.
Yeah, we're gonna have doom at this point. But yeah, like I think it can set some pretty interesting stuff up, because that's what it seemed like. It was like a foreshadow, like, oh yeah, the guy with the horns, I made some deal, like what is he gonna do, hold me to it? So it's like, it seems like they kind of like set up markers, like, okay, they can go multiple directions. It seems like they're gonna go to New York. I'm hoping we get to see some sort of cameos. I don't know if like you would want to see, like, if there's any heroes you'd like to see, but I'd love to see, like, Deadpool, Daredevil, of course. Yeah, it is New York.
The funny ones.
Just to see them. I think maybe like Luke Cage, Iron Fist. I think those would always.
Well, even the Hand, right? Because if the Yakuza are already involved, that would make a lot more sense, right?
Yeah, we can do stuff like that. I think it'd be still hilarious, like, see if we can get in like an X-Men or there, like an X-Men to show up or something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping a little too much here, but I think because it's animated, we can keep this separate from the main Marvel universe, and I think most people are fine with that. It seems like Marvel as a whole has been a lot more welcoming to having, like, okay, this is the TV show, and this is like the movie, and this is animated, and they can either, flow with each other where, okay, it's canon, or they can like separate and be like non-canon. Because I feel like something that if you look at like DC with the CW shows and all that stuff. Remember how they're like, no, you can't use that character because it's not canon to the main, or he is canon, so it's like,
here's Ezra Miller.
And back and forth. Yeah, and so it's like, I think like now we've come to a point, like in terms of like comic book movies and stuff, where we can be like, yes, we have more than 2 brain cells. We can understand that this happened in the movies, and this is an animated show, or live action.
Are you saying it's our fault?
Yeah, it's like, no, it's just like, because I think a lot of the times, like, they wouldn't want to do that, like the producers and stuff like that, because they're like, oh, what if the audience gets confused and they don't know? And it's like, but I think most people are like, no, we know the difference. Like,
about time.
I hope they smarten up like enough, but that's what it seems like to me, that we can have multiple continuums going. Well, yes, you run into the problem of things getting more convoluted and confusing, but I think for the most part we've been pretty good. So.
How interesting would it be to see like this monkey on like live action?
A live action? I would lose it, bro. That's no, okay, so instead of the 3 Tobey Maguires, the 3 Spider-Man, so instead of Tobey and Andrew, it's just Hit Monkey and Bryce.
You know how Lizard's getting punched in the trailer? That's Monkey.
That's Monkey.
Oh my gosh.
I swear. If that's what happens,
I would cry.
Bro, I would be.
Not happy
I would
tears.
just laugh so hard. I would be in tears, man.
Toby
But I
Maguire
do
got
wanna
shafted because of Monkey.
Toby's like, yeah, no, I got kicked out for some monkey. Oh my gosh. I would love something like that. Like in terms of like
please.
some like animated like reference to like, oh yeah, he was supposed to be in the like Marvel movie or something like that, but he got kicked out. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like this, pretty much, I think it's a fun little like side story, you know, side thing. I would implore anybody. Of course, you know, this is spoiler talk, so it's like everyone's seen it, seems like, but I really enjoy it. It seems to be kind of more on the low key side, though. I don't see too many people like going crazy over it.
I wouldn't have watched it like if you guys didn't tell me to, because I just skipped over it. But I didn't realize it was Marvel for whatever reason. I just thought it was a dumb idea of a monkey dressed up.
You're just like, it's
people.
Monkey. Like, who are the idiots who allowed it?
I was like,
And then
ugh, did
Marvel.
Ricky and Angel make this stupid show?
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that are kind of negatives, but like, you know, of course, the animation not being too great. It was a little rough around the edges at times. I thought the action sequences in general were pretty good. Story-wise, I think like it's serviceable. I think, you know, it was.
I didn't like
me.
how it's like, oh, let's kill her. Wait, that's not her. Let's go kill this person. Wait, we're still not done. Wait, is it this person? No, it's this person.
I think.
And at the end, it's like plot twist. It's this guy, and it's like, what?
Oh yeah, let's talk about the plot twist. What was? How did you feel about the plot twist? Because it kind of made me go, oh my gosh.
It made no
really?
sense. Like, huh? Like
it was the father.
they harped on like the
grandfather of the
bonsai tree dude, and it's like, oh, he's the main bad guy. He had like cool glowing eyes for whatever reason, but they didn't cover that. He was like a tree or something. I don't know what the heck that was about. Because remember when they cut the tree, he was like, ow.
Yeah.
And so
It
it's
was
like
worse than the Cowboy Bebop plot twist. Oh, I haven't seen the
I'm
plot
scared to watch
twist
that.
for the show.
I'm scared to watch that.
I heard about it, the live action. I don't know. That one, I don't know. We should have reviewed it, but we're not gonna. We refuse to acknowledge its existence.
I don't want Cowboy
guess.
to Bebop to get ruined for me, to be honest. But you know, I like the dog in it. No, but anyways, yeah, I didn't like the plot twist. It made no sense to me.
Mrphen is just mad. He can't imagine actual monkey being an assassin. That's why he doesn't like it.
Oh no, I've
dude.
seen you know TikToks of monkeys shooting rifles, so that's not it.
I was like Planet of the Apes. Come on, man. You like
I like Planet of the Apes. I had no problem with that, but they talked.
No.
That was scary when I heard that in the theater. I think you were there too.
Like, no, thank you, no monkey.
Anyways, yeah, no, I didn't like the plot twist. It made no sense to me. Like,
I think that's fair. I think there's a lot. I think there was a lot kind of going against it. You know, just kind
he didn't even feel bad about it. And like he was about to shoot like the counselor.
Yeah,
was he about to shoot his
bother me.
niece?
I'll be honest. That the niece was like, "No, why'd you do that?" And now she's like the villain. I didn't like that
Exactly.
And because even they're like, "No, we're not gonna shoot her," and they're like, "Nah, just kidding." They're not gonna shoot him. Like, "Oh no, just kidding. We're actually gonna shoot him." And then, but I don't know. I think for me, it's like the overarching story is kind of irrelevant, and it's more episodic, where it's like you just care what's going on during the episode. Like it's just some mindless violence and like one-liners.
Don't make this like don't make all of them connected then. But I probably would have liked it more if it wasn't connected.
Yeah, I like the by episode stuff that was going on more than like the overarching story. But I think it was good enough. It was serviceable to me. Like it did its job. Okay, like
if you're a Donkey Kong main in Smash, you'll like it.
If we're being honest, okay, there's only so much you can do with a monkey that wields a katana and a gun. So it's like there's only so much depth you can stuff into that before it's like kind of just too ridiculous. But I always like dumb over the top stuff like this.
And he falls in love with a human. It's like, what is this, B movie? That one got pretty sexual, but
oh man. Okay, yeah, but I think in general it was just good. But I do want to harp on some Spider-Man hype because we've been doing that for every episode.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
we do gotta talk
hype.
a little bit about that.
Okay. Have you not seen Curious George? You can add depth. Yeah, but like, okay, Curious George doesn't go around, murdering people, unless.
He just likes to eat bananas and walk around.
Yeah.
He's just a monkey.
The Curious George movie. I don't remember if you remember the song though. That song goes dummy, dude. That's a good song.
Wait,
it's
which
like
one?
the upside down one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the banana pancake song.
No. Like it's like the it's like what's his name? Jack something, I think, who wrote it. And then in the Curious George movie, it was like the best song ever, dude. I was like, wow.
Can't say I remember that. I don't even think I seen the movie.
It's harder than I had to. Yeah. I mean, we can't.
What is it like an anime intro for the Curious George movie?
No. It's just a nice song, man.
Oh, okay.
You just hated on the monkey today. You just being a hater on the monkey today.
I hate
man.
Donkey Kong. I hate his monkey.
I didn't even bully you with Donkey Kong last week when you're playing, Smash Bros. Come on, man. Come on.
Harambe? No, I'm just kidding. I'll leave it there.
Oh no.
Harambe was the same.
I pull one out for Harambe still.
Yeah.
That's why I played Donkey Kong, man. Rest in peace,
okay.
Harambe.
Wow, that's a. What a
Well, I
boomer.
don't know. Yeah. Spider-Man. So yes, I know you don't want to talk about the leaks.
No, we should not.
You don't want. Yeah. Okay.
I don't even want to know.
We're very hyped. It is coming out this Friday. We're trying to see it like the first.
Not this Friday. 2 Fridays.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 Fridays from now. It's coming out on a Friday. That's what I meant to say. So yes, we are going to be doing the review for it Monday. It will be spoilers. We are going to be very hyped, very happy.
Let's see if we're
I
right.
hope. A lot of people are saying though that it's probably not going to. That some people are saying, oh no, it's not the 2 Spider-Mans that we're thinking of, and that it's either alternate versions of himself, or do you think it's just too late to even like contemplate like whether it's not them or not, or is it kind of?
Don't tell me it's gonna be like a Tom Holland Spider-Man, but then like another version of Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what some people are thinking.
Okay, no, we're not talking about the leaks. The movie's ruined. I don't want to watch it anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna.
You think no? I okay. If they troll us like that, that would be so hard.
If they do that, Ricky, I'm gonna be extremely pissed.
That it's just multiple Tom Hollands.
Get rid of all of them. Just keep one.
Yeah, because Tom Holland himself was like he's kind of wanting to pass the torch off. It seems like, and it seems like he wants to try to set up for a Miles Morales movie.
But did you hear the news today?
No, I didn't hear that.
So they're gonna have a trilogy after this movie of Spider-Man with Tom Holland.
Oh, really? Because he was okay. So that's interesting then. So because I know he was saying like his stuff was kind of coming to an end now, and then now we're getting 3 more movies.
Yeah.
Now that's what it seems like. Has he commented a lot more on that now?
Not yet. The director himself said, "Nope, we're doing 3 more movies."
3 more movies. Okay, then. So a lot of the theories seems like to be going so Tom Holland's going to be in it. It's not
he's going
Spider-Man.
to be. No, it's Tom Holland Spider-Man.
It's 3 more Spider-Man movies.
It's 3 more Spider-Man or Tom Holland Spider-Mans.
Okay. Because he was talking about how if he's playing the character past 30, he's done something wrong, and he kind of wants to see Miles Morales, come in. But I think maybe they're like, you know what? We're making a lot of money off these Spider-Man games here and the Spider-Man property. We ain't letting you go.
You ain't going nowhere. Nathan Drake, where are you going?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. When is that one coming? Oh my gosh. Know. Uncharted. That one's like, we don't talk about that. The trailer was bad. But so then it seems like Spider-Man's probably not going to die then in this. Well, Tom Holland
maybe.
Spider-Man.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Because there seems to be like a lot of parallels to was it Gwen Stacy and where she's falling to her untimely demise. But wait, were you the one who told me that there was a guy who got up and was like, no, like he screamed.
I 100% forgot about that.
Oh,
we were watching it in the movie theaters, and that guy full on screamed his head off.
Oh my
Free
goodness.
chiropractor for her. Yeah, lifetime too.
Free chiropractor for her? No, Chris. Or no, John?
That was
Angel.
Angel.
Because it's the Mon part. I just read the
Ban
Mon
yourself,
part.
Please.
Yes. Free chiropractor. But no, yeah, so it seems like then we can cross out the theory that, Tom Holland's character is going to die then. So then, I don't know. I am kind of like, we're getting closer to it. I am getting more and more worried.
Stop! Why are you guys listening to the leaks?
Apparently, people saw, certain actors getting on a plane together, saying, "Oh, I wonder where they're going. I'm not gonna say because I know you don't want the spoilers, but there's been different leaks. My favorite is how people have been putting together like fake trailers, and people are getting like, "Oh my gosh, they're so hype!" And then
I can't be on social media because on TikTok there was a clip, and it's like, nope, I'm not risking it. So I'm not gonna be on social media for like 3 weeks. Too much. Especially our own channel because you always get like news about movies and stuff, and it's like I've already seen like one Spider-Man thing. I'm like, oh heck no.
Okay, so I guess it's okay to say we're not going to cover Spider-Man anymore. We're still going to ride the hype train, and we're going to. I can't believe you guys are looking at the leaks. Okay, so we're not gonna report on it anymore.
No.
Okay.
Only that we're hype and that the leaks don't exist and whatever you read is wrong. You heard it here. Okay. Remember, we're always right on this podcast.
That's true.
So if you say those leaks, Ricky, it's gonna come true.
Whenever we're wrong, that's an alternate universe.
Yes.
And that doesn't exist.
Yes.
This is the new timeline.
Yes.
It's like the Bearstein Bears or whatever it is. Like it's a slightly different thing. Exactly. Slightly different thing. Trust me. But I think we've kind of harped on, the Spider-Man train enough. I pretty much, I don't know. I think we're kind of wrapped up here. Yep. I don't know about you, Fen. Any other closing thoughts? I still believe in the Monkey.
I don't.
Return to Monkey. Hit Monkey was a fun ride. Hawkeye, I'm surprised that it's as good as it is. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna continue to watch. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on that too, though, of course. But I think we're kind of wrapping things up here. What's your closing thoughts, Fen? What's your closing thoughts?
Monkey sucks. Hawkeye better. I like my 4 words analysis.
Next Friday Fight Night, bringing out the Donkey Kong again. Cut
the wire in your cord. Wait, that's my controller. Never mind.
I was like, wait.
Never mind.
In your controller. Yeah. But yes, of course, if you enjoyed, and you're not listening to this live, and you're listening to this on wherever you listen to your podcast or YouTube, it would always be appreciated if you leave a like, if you follow or subscribe, or however it works on your platform. It would be much appreciated, of course. And if you want to know when we're going live, feel free to follow our Instagram at Past the Pop Culture, or you can always watch on YouTube Live as well. I believe we're still doing that, correct?
No.
No? Okay, then. Never mind. I lied. But,
we'll upload it.
Well, we're going to upload it still. So, and of course, Past the Pop Culture at YouTube. And you can find a lot of our, past podcasts and our highlights, because we're going to be switching into some Minecraft, which we're getting an update next week. Oh, no. Yeah,
tomorrow.
This week. Tomorrow. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Already. So, yeah, that's...
We'll have a special guest Wednesday.
Yeah, we're gonna have a special guest Wednesday. So if you're listening to this early enough, hopefully you can join us at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
6:30 Pacific Standard.
6:30. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna try to be better, but we are gonna put something up again on our Instagram. We're gonna do a little story to let you guys know when we're doing it live, or live streaming our Minecraft Let's Play. So I appreciate it again. We're gonna be signing off here. Appreciate it.